We are going over how to attract anything in 17 seconds. This is the true secret to the law of attraction. So I'm going to be going over how you can do this and the idea behind it coming up next. Hi there, my name is Dave and this is HeartSpace. If you're new to the channel, where we are creating videos pretty much every single day to help you live life more in your way. And for me, that means to live life in a very fulfilled way, joyous way, from a place of love. And if you want videos that are around those kind of ideas, around that kind of energy, then hit that subscribe button and bell icon so you don't miss any of the content that we release. Now today we're going to be going over how to manifest in 17 seconds. And that might sound weird, but we're going to be going over a very specific technique. A technique that just works if you use it. And I've got the board for you already just to keep everything organized, because I think this is very important to make sure we're staying on track here. And again, how to attract anything in 17 seconds. And the first thing you're going to notice about this technique is it's very simple. And it's deliberately simple. This technique comes from someone called Abraham Hicks, which is Esther Hicks, who is channeling a being named Abraham, or who refers to themselves as Abraham. And if you go watch some of the videos of them, it's so incredible how the energy that they're in when they're talking and how accurate they are with everything they say. And this is a technique that comes directly from them. And something I've noticed about Abraham Hicks, the techniques that they give, is they're always very, very simple. They're never complex. They're very simple, but they also work. And so the first thing about this is I'm going to give you it, and don't try and overcomplicate it. Just do it in the way that I give you it, and don't think that, I think I have to add this and add that. That's only going to make it convoluted, and it's also going to make it so it doesn't really work for you. But if you keep it simple, this will work. And so we're going to get right into how to do this. Let's get right into the actual technique. So the first thing you're going to want to do is you're going to want to relax yourself and get into a calm state. Now this is very important because you have different brainwave states. I've talked about this before. We'll definitely have a video that goes over the significance of that, but I don't have time in this one. But essentially you're getting into a relaxed, calm state, what would be known as more of a theta state, a meditative state. And so you're just going to take a moment or two to calm your breathing by breathing a lot more deeply and slowly, by the way. That's going to really help you to relax and get into your calm state. Your body knows when you do that, okay, it's time to just relax. It's time. There's no danger. There's nothing I need to worry about in the external world. I'm going to go inward. I don't need to worry about the external. It's the kind of state you want to be in. Just breathe nice and deep until you get into this nice, relaxed, calm state. So after you're in this relaxed, calm state, you're going to think about what it is that you want. Now, the best thing to do is, before you even start this, is to know what that is. Have something very specific in mind. You're not thinking of a billion things here. Think of something very specific. So maybe you want a lot of abundance in a certain area. Maybe you want a certain relationship. Maybe you want a certain house. I want you to make sure you have that in mind before you even start doing this. Because, again, this is 17 seconds. You're not going to have time to start thinking about what it is you really want when you're in the process. The time's going to be up before that, right? So you need to know before going in, what is it you want? So maybe you need to take some time. And again, once you figure out what that is, you can continue using this technique over and over for that thing until it manifests or until you're led to something new or whatever else. But first, understand what it is that you want. What do you want? You know, you'd be amazed at how many people don't actually know the answer to this question. What do they want from life? What do they want from a relationship? What do they want from their business or their vocation? And so you need to have a clear picture of what that is before you go into this. Because again, you can't receive what it is that you want if you don't know what you want. It's like going to the train station and the ticket booth says to you, oh, where would you like to go? And you go, I don't know, just not here. Well, he's not going to know where to send you. You need to be specific on where it is you want to go. And then you can tell the ticket booth person, I want to go to this specific place. So know what it is you want. And all you're going to do after you get into this relaxed, calm state, you know what you want, is you're going to think and feel as strongly as you can this thing for 17 seconds. That's it. 17 seconds. And we'll go over why 17 seconds. We'll go over why it's such a short amount of time in a second. Because again, we're keeping it very simple, and it's a very simple explanation for why it's very short. And this is a staple of Abraham Hicks' teachings of just really keeping it simple and not having to do it long. I mean, they even recommend not to meditate more than I think 10 to 20 minutes every single day. And they have very real, very powerful reasons for that. But you know what you want. You're going to think and feel that thing for 17 seconds. So again, you need to really concentrate here, really think and feel that whatever it is you want is a reality. Think with the end in mind. So if you want a specific house, for 17 seconds, think and feel that house as vividly as you can feel it. If you want a specific partner in a relationship, think and feel for 17 seconds that person, what they feel like, what they feel like, the feeling of being with them, what they look like, how life with them feels. Right? And you're just going to do that for 17 seconds. Well, here's the kicker though. You're going to repeat this process 3 times. So that's going to be like, I don't know, I'm not good at quick maths, but it would be like 60 something seconds, maybe 70 something seconds, but you're going to repeat this 3 times. You're going to think, okay, relax for a second, then boom, right back into it, 17 seconds, and you're out. 17 seconds. And what you're doing is you're really focusing a lot of energy on this one specific thing. 17 seconds is enough time to where nothing else is going to come and interfere, but enough time to start feeling the energy of the thing you want, which is what's very important. So why is it crucial? Why is it so powerful that you're actually only doing it in 17 seconds? Because a lot of people think more better. Not necessarily, because with the way our minds work, a lot of times when we have more deeper meditations that we're specifically doing to manifest something, it gives more time for old programming, distractions, and alternative or realities to come in, right? And so then you start visualizing about things you don't want than things you do want. But everyone usually should have enough visualization power, even if they haven't done it before, to for 17 seconds be able to focus on what they want. And so what you're doing is removing resistance. A lot of people don't manifest not because they can't think of the thing that they want, but because they're thinking of conflicting things to the thing that they want. And the universe doesn't differentiate your thoughts into things that you want and things that you don't want. It thinks you want it all. And so if you're thinking of what you want one minute, but then the next minute thinking of the opposite and what you don't want and the worst possible thing, the universe thinks you want all of it, so it contradicts, so it can't really give you the thing that you want because it would be in contradiction to this thing that you're also giving it, which is what you don't want. And so that's why you are removing resistance by only doing it for 17 seconds or doing that for 4 times technically. You are removing resistance. It makes this simple to do and you build momentum in the direction of the thing that you want without bringing resistance in. It's like you're building momentum, you're going down the hill, and then but then you're thinking other things and it's causing these blocks to be as you're riding down the hill instead of being able to freely go down the hill. Now there's a stick you might trip over or a rock or something else because now you're creating resistance and you're ruining your momentum. Now the bike has to stop and go around it to build momentum again. It has to change roads, whatever else. But by doing it for just 17 seconds 4 times, you're building momentum without bringing in resistance. And maybe that might not sound like much to you, but that's actually incredibly powerful. Because a big problem a lot of people have is they have a problem of letting go. And so they'll do a meditation for like 10 minutes and then keep thinking about it. But that's not what you want to do. You want to be able to do it and be able to let it go and let the universe take care of the rest. And that's the idea behind this. You do it for 17 seconds and then you repeat that 3 times and then you let it go and you go throughout your day and you're not like continually trying to think of like, I should have thought of this, I should have thought of that. No, you do it and you release it and you allow that momentum to build in the background. And you're going to move through the day differently when you do this, but that's what you do. Okay? So another important thing is to reorient throughout the day. So there are going to be times throughout the day where you're going to pick up other energy, you're going to be put into other energy like maybe like fear, you're feeling a little heavy, and that's when you can use this tactic to reorient. So for example, I don't necessarily use this tactic specifically, but if you're really trying to manifest, you can. When I want to reorient, I do a different meditation specifically to get my energy up. But when I want to manifest, I'll sometimes come to this. And what happens is throughout the day, if you are, for example, in a negative energy, just come back to this practice, get calm, put yourself in a relaxed state. Again, start thinking what you want, do this process, and boom, you've built the momentum again, going in that direction instead of going in a negative direction. You're reorienting, you're reconnecting to what you want instead of allowing your thoughts to go down this dark place. Now again, really you only need to do this if your thoughts are going down a dark place or if you're feeling heavy. If you're feeling light and you're feeling like already pretty good, there's really no need to reorient. The whole point of reorienting is to get yourself back into that energy. So if you're flowing through the day and you're moving from the first time you did this in the day, don't feel like I have to reorient 4 times, blah, blah, blah. It's if, say, a few hours go by and you're really in your head and you're not feeling so great and you're like, I want to put myself back into a good energy, then you do it again. You reorient. Remember, thoughts become things consistent when you're consistent. Your thoughts will become things based on how consistently you're thinking the thoughts. And so if you do this practice, let's say, and for, about a minute or so, you're thinking those thoughts and you're allowing the momentum to go, but an hour later, you're thinking of things you don't want and negative thoughts, and then you're doing that for the rest of the day, then what thoughts are you entertaining consistently? The negative thoughts. And thoughts become things based on what you consistently think. You're not building up enough energy towards the things that you want, thinking those things, to really be higher than the things that you don't want. And highest energy wins, guys, when it comes to this kind of thing. So thoughts become things, reorient through the day. So it's perfect. You go through the day, you start maybe with this practice in the morning or whenever you do it, and then say 2 hours later, you realize, you know what, I'm feeling a lot of fear. There's a lot of hate in my heart right now, whatever it is, I'm feeling in my head. I'm gonna go do this again. You build up that momentum, you're just doing it for a very short amount of time. Boom, like a couple minutes later, you're out of there and you've built the momentum back in the direction you want to be moving, right? So it's perfect to use this technique to continually reorient. And one other thing, guys, just to keep in mind is you wanna look for the positive. If you look for the positive in your life, you attract the positive in your life. You will get that which you seek. A lot of people are seeking the negative. They're thinking all the time of the negative. They're thinking all the time of the things they don't want. And so you will, if you look for the things you don't want, you will find the things you don't want. But if you look for the things that you want, if you look for the positive in your life, if you look, for example, of things to be grateful for, if you look of things to love, if you look for things that you want and you're always entertaining those thoughts, that's what you will get. That's what more of those thoughts will come in, more of the physical equivalent of that will come in, and that's how it's going to work. So guys, this is how to attract anything in 17 seconds. This amazingly simple, don't overcomplicate it, don't be adding things, don't do it, just don't do it. I know you want to. Don't do it though. Keep it simple. Do it like this. Do it like I've told you here. Don't try and add anything. And you'll see as this starts to alter the way you think and ultimately the things that you actually manifest and attract into your life. And one thing I want you to keep in mind, guys, is where focus goes, energy flows. And so what I want you to do, if you made it to the end here, I want you to write in the comments, where focus goes, energy flows, and I am focusing on what I want now. I couldn't fit the now in there. But again, where focus goes, energy flows, I am focusing on what I want now. So write that down in the comments to confirm all this, to get yourself building that momentum. Where's momentum? Right there in that direction. All right, guys, and that is how you attract anything in 17 seconds. Again, you do this consistently, especially when you're feeling like your energy is going in a direction you don't want to go in. Again, use this as a trigger. Every time you start thinking of things you do not want to be thinking about, and you've been doing that for a little bit of time, use that as a trigger to just go automatically into this technique. And guys, if you do that consistently, boom, you're gonna watch as the magic starts to happen in your life. And I'm not joking, like it's quite amazing what can happen when you do this consistently. Anyway, guys, that's gonna do it. That's how you attract things in 17 seconds. Who knew? It could be that simple. I just wanna thank you so much for tuning into the video. I really do appreciate you being here. I really hope you will use that technique to better your life. That's what this channel is all about, bettering your life, giving you the tools, the equipment that is gonna help you just to live a more fulfilled life, a life that you wanna live. So I really hope you will take that on board and use it. Anyway, guys, as always, I love you. I will see you in the next video, and take care.